Johnson hit the ball.
Brotherly love.
Work on Martin Truex off the floor.
Johnson currently running in 12th has set his sights now on David Ruderman. He drives up to the inside of the Aaron's machine. They're door-to-door heading to turn 1.
Jimmy Johnson drives to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to keep it pinned down there. David Ruderman will have no success in that accomplishment. Now, having passed Ruderman immediately.
Turn on the radio.
Chevy versus Ford here on the backstretch. Johnson on the bottom. Then Paul Menard on the outside. David Ruderman, one car length tucked behind Jimmy Johnson in the middle of 3 and 4. Jimmy Johnson has moved up to 10th, trying to crack his way further into the top 10. He's down to the low side right now of Paul Menard. David Ruderman watching from behind, along with Matt Kenseth and Martin Truex Jr. Johnson having a tough time with Menard. He has not dispatched with him yet. Martin's beginning to close a little bit on Elliott Sadler for third, but that best battle on the racetrack is for the ninth position. Johnson finally clears Menard off 2. Now Jimmy Johnson gets clear of Paul Menard. He'll take it right into the middle of turns 3 and 4, down to the bottom on the strike. Jimmy Johnson now trying to sight on A.J. Allmendinger.
A little farther back in 18th is Eric Almirola. He's in quite a tussle back there with Jeff Burton, Ryan Newman, and Kevin Harvick. They rocket out of turn 4, across the stripe, and back to the banking in turn 1.
As they angle for that 18th position, the racers for third. Mark Martin may have it on Elliott Sadler off turn 2, and here comes Clint Boyer to challenge. Fred Boyer working down on the bottom now. We watch him start moving up on Elliott Sadler. He'll gain 1-2 car lengths, and once again drawing ever so closer to the pole sitter, Elliott Sadler. Elliott Sadler trying to hold it down on the bottom of the racetrack here and not give up any more ground. He lost the spot to Martin Martin. It looks like Clint Boyer is poised to kick Elliott Sadler 1 more spot back to 5th. The front 2 have checked out. 25 car length lead for Greg Trumbull. About the same gap, second to third. Carl Edwards to Martin Martin. Martin beginning to pull away from Sadler. Sadler a real call from Boyer. Elliott Sadler trying to hang on here to that spot. Meanwhile, Greg Biffle is way out in front of Carl Edwards running second. Mark Martin, and here comes Clint Boyer on Elliott Sadler at the bottom of the turn 4.
He looks inside of that car, and now just behind them.
Go, Clint, go.
Powers up to the inside of Jeff Burton. He is trying to take, or Jeff Gordon rather, trying to take away that 6th position. Robin looks like he's got it done.
You know, Mark, it does, and remember, he only took 2 tires, so maybe that's not a bad strategy they've discovered for later in the race. He'll take the spot away from Gordon. Now, Allmendinger tries to get up to Gordon's back couple, but almost loses it coming off through. Jeff Gordon now takes a look at David Reagan, the 24 Chevrolet in the midsection of 3 and 4, trying to play catch up there. Jimmy Johnson still working on A.J. Allmendinger. Jimmy Johnson right now rolling out of turn number 4. He got around Paul Menard. Now he is setting his sights on A.J. Allmendinger. Johnson has moved up to 9. He's trying to take that 8th position. A.J. Allmendinger will use the line that Jimmy's been so successful with.
Hey, don't look at it.
We'll have to set him up in turn 3. The deficit closes to about a car length and a half. Yeah, that's right, Rob. A couple car
You only
lengths
see
now.
him in the ball.
They won't get into turn 3 4. Johnson's car likes the top of the racetrack here in 3 and 4. He's going to lose a couple of positions there to A.J. on that left.
If you just joined us, we're only 26 laps into the AAA Texas 500 here at Texas Motor Speedway. At this point, Greg Biffle with a 1.6-second lead over Carl Edwards, 2.7 over Mark Martin. As for the championship contenders, after basically holding back early on, they've begun to move to the front. Jimmy Johnson started 17th. He's up to 9th. Kevin Harvick started 26th. He's moved up to 19th. Denny Hamlin took the green flag 30th and is now motored up to the 21st position.
Lots of racing to go here in Texas, though. 27 laps out, 307 remain in the AAA Texas 500.
What is love? It's Amanda Brooker. That's
What
love.
is love, love,
That's because
love,
she's my
love.
destiny. Even though we don't talk very much. Or
Well, that's about time to get cold.
school together 2 years and 3 months ago. She moved here
Hey,
from...
sister. Huh? Hello. What you doing? Coming down the hill here toward the coal mine, heading toward Bobtown. Why? Oh, he's doing okay. We went up Marges for a little bit. Going home and watch the race. It still looks pretty nasty, but I've been doing a little extra care to it, and like washing off in peroxide, and I bought some Neosporin burn cream with like paint stuff in it. Still there? Still there? Still. Happens every time. Coming down that hill. Stop seeing Alice.
Sure. That hill over there is pretty darn green.
So it's Free Kids Workshop sponsored by Kidda. This means you and your kids can build a holiday gift together. And while you're here, find ways
Turn
to
on the radio.
reliable and carbon monoxide detectors. We're lowering the cost of family time and staying safe. At the Free Kids Workshop, Saturday, November 6th between 9 and noon. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
Live from Progressive. Hello again, talking about something dear to my heart. Saving money. And we have Marcy.
Hi, can I really find other car insurance companies' rates on Progressive.com?
Sure can. It makes rate shopping fast and saving.
Can I hit these guardrails here?
Oh, it's gotta be.
No.
Ever tried making it for 10 5?
Come on, so easy. Let's go to
Progressive.com to compare rates.
No.
Saving today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliate Mayfield Village, Ohio. Comparison rates not Massachusetts. Different states and situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
93.1 WFGM makes radio fun with Tom Kids. Weeknights on Classic Top 40 WFGM.
Speedway, Greg Biffle continues to lead, pulling away from Carl Edwards. 2 seconds is his advantage over Edwards. Martin, Elliott Sadler, Clint Boyer make up the top 5. Brett McMillan, we've got a slow-looking Kirk Busch here today. What's the story?
Well, we talked about during the first run, the car was extremely tight, and it hadn't gotten much better. They did some major chassis adjustment, and so far the car has just not handled it all. A matter of fact, Steve Addison just asked a few minutes ago if he thought Kurt had a tire going down. It is so bad that they've gotten to the point that they're beginning to talk about coming in and changing shocks and springs and just going ahead and making this a test session.
Well, that's a team that had their money together on these mile-and-a-half tracks for the first half of the season. The second half has not been so kind. Hermie Sadler.
You know, we documented, Doug, that on their pit stop, Jimmy Johnson got blocked into his pit. Only took 2 tires, but went back on the racetrack in 17th. But since the green flag has fallen, he's driven his car up to the 7th position as we speak. And on lap 30, Chad Canals rated Jimmy that you're the fastest car on the track.